Your cat is sitting in the middle of the room, staring at the wall, and there's nothing there. No spot, no insect, no shadow, just a wall. And you stand next to her, looking too, seeing nothing, and asking yourself for the 1000th time, what is she actually seeing? You have surely experienced this moment. That strange look, that sudden silence, that concentration on something you simply cannot perceive. Many people then think, my cat is just weird, or maybe she's not quite right in the head. But what if exactly the opposite is true? What if she perceives more in that moment than you ever could? Today I'll show you 7 things your cat hides from you every day, not because she wants to, but because you've never really learned her language. And when you watch this video to the end, your cat will never look like a mystery to you again. You will begin to truly understand her. The first thing you need to know, your cat lives in a different sound reality than you do. While you can hear sounds up to about 20 kilohertz, she hears up to 65, almost 3 times as much. This means she hears mice behind the wall, water pipes inside the house, electrical devices that are completely silent to you. So when she stares at the wall, she hears something real, something you will never perceive. And here is something that hits many cat owners like a little stab to the heart. You never believed her. You thought she was crazy, yet she was only listening to a world that is invisible to you. That is secret number 1, and it's only the beginning. Now let's talk about something you hear every day, but probably interpret completely wrongly. Your cat's purr, that deep, rhythmic vibration that feels like the most soothing melody in the world. You hear it and think, she is happy, she is content, she loves me. Sometimes that's true, but not always. Cats also purr when they are in pain, when they are sick, when they are afraid. The reason for this is fascinating. Purring creates vibrations between 20 and 150 Hz, exactly the frequency range that has been proven to help heal bones and relax muscles. So they literally purr themselves healthy. They heal themselves with their own bodies. Next time your cat purrs and you notice something isn't right, look closer. She is telling you something. She's saying, I need you right now. But how do you tell the difference? How do you know if it's happiness or pain? The answer lies in something completely unexpected, and I will come back to that in a few minutes. But first we have to talk about a moment you might have experienced and completely misunderstood. Your cat turns her back to you. She sits down right in front of you and literally shows you her rear end. What do you think in that moment? Probably, she is ignoring me. She doesn't like me right now. She is offended. Wrong. Completely wrong. In cat body language, turning the face away is the highest sign of trust. A cat never turns her back on a person unless she absolutely trusts them. She shows with this, I don't have to watch you. I know you won't hurt me. You are safe. It is actually a compliment, the strongest compliment a cat can give. Next time she does this, rest your hand lightly on her back. Silently say thank you. She just told you that she loves you, just in her own way. We are now at secret number 4, and this one deeply moves many people when they hear it. Your cat isn't eating. Suddenly, she isn't interested in the food she loved just yesterday. You buy a new one. She sniffs it briefly and walks away again. You think, she is spoiled, too picky, typical cat. But what if she is just sad? Cats show grief and emotional stress very often by refusing food. If something in their environment has changed, a move, a new person, the loss of another animal, they react by stopping eating. They tell you through the food, I am not feeling well. I need something. I miss something. And usually, the human doesn't know because they don't read it as a message. Ask yourself the next time she doesn't eat, what has changed? What is she missing? And then really look at her, not as a difficult animal, but as someone who is telling you something important right now. That brings us to secret number 5, and this is one that touched me the most personally when I first heard about it. You are sitting on the sofa. Your cat comes, sits opposite you, looks at you, and blinks very slowly. Once, twice, slowly, calmly, deliberately. And you think, cute, she is sleepy. But that's not true. What she just did is one of the most intimate things a cat can do to a human. The slow blink is the cat's kiss. It's her way of saying, I feel completely safe with you. I don't have to monitor you. I am happy that you are here. In the animal kingdom, closing your eyes in front of another living being is a sign of absolute vulnerability. You only do that in front of someone you trust. You can return it, look at her, and slowly blink back. If she answers, you just said in her language, I love you too. Try it tonight, and then see what happens. We are approaching the sixth secret, and this is something many people have dismissed as pure coincidence. A coincidence that repeats itself over and over again. You have a headache, or a backache, or you just feel sick without knowing exactly why. And your cat comes, lies exactly on the spot that hurts, or exactly where you least expect it. Coincidence? No. Cats perceive electromagnetic fields, and diseased tissue creates minimal changes in these fields, changes we don't feel, but a cat can perceive very well. She doesn't lie there because she wants to be warm. She lies there because she felt something, and because the vibrations of her body have been proven to help reduce inflammation. Imagine that. She comes to you when you are weak, without you saying a word, without you asking, just like that. That is not magic. That is her sixth sense, and it is real. But here is something that really hits many people, deeper than all the rest. You were gone for a week. You came home, and your cat was indifferent. She sniffed briefly, maybe wrinkled her nose, and then just walked away. And you thought, she missed me, right? She remembers me, right? She loves me, doesn't she? Now comes the seventh secret, and it is the deepest of them all. Cats don't recognize faces the way we do. Their vision is not designed to distinguish human features. But they recognize you in a different way, by your energy, your scent, your rhythm, the way you move, the way you breathe. They know who you are, deeper than any camera image could ever show. If she seems indifferent after a long separation, it doesn't mean she forgot you. It means she is currently processing. You are back. I knew you would return. I felt it. The reunion comes later, sometimes not until the night, when she quietly lies down next to you without making a sound. That is her version of, I'm glad you're here again. Imagine now, you look back at all these 7 moments you've shared with her. The wall she stared at. The purring in the night. The little slow blink that was actually a kiss. How often has she told you something, and you didn't hear it? That is not blame, that is simply the truth. We never learn to read their language. But now you know, and when you know what to look for, everything changes. I want to tell you a story now. Not a story from a book, but a moment that almost every cat owner has experienced at some point, without really understanding what it means. It is late at night. You are alone. Maybe you've had a hard day. Maybe you're just tired in a way that goes beyond the body. You sit on the floor, leaning against the sofa, and just look into the void. And then, for no reason, without you calling her, she comes. Not to play, not to eat, just like that. She sits next to you, not on your lap, just next to you, shoulder to shoulder, so to speak. And she also looks into the void, with you. In this moment, she hasn't said a word. She hasn't made a gesture you understand. And yet, somehow, you felt that you are not alone. That was no coincidence. That was her, very consciously with you. Your cat understands loneliness, not because she experiences it exactly like you do, but because she feels when your energy changes, when you collapse inward, when the frequency of your breath gets heavier. And she answers, in her own way. That is perhaps the greatest of all 7 secrets. She is there, not because you asked her to, not because she wants something from you, but because she felt that you need her right now. And who would have expected that from a cat? You perhaps, deep down, always. I want you to pause for a second now. Think of your cat, right now in this moment. Where is she right now? What is she doing? Maybe she's sleeping. Maybe she's looking at you while you're listening to this. And I want you to ask yourself, how many of these moments have I missed in all these years? This isn't a question to make you feel bad. It's a question so you can look differently starting today. Because now you have the 7 keys to reading her language. Secret 1. She hears worlds you will never hear. Believe her when she stares into the silence. Secret 2. Purring is sometimes a cry for help. Look closer if it feels different. Secret 3. When she turns her back to you, she loves you. That's her biggest compliment. Secret 4. If she isn't eating, she might be grieving. Ask yourself what has changed. Secret 5. The slow blink is a kiss. Blink back. Tell her to. Secret 6. When she lies on your sore spot, it's not a coincidence. It is care. Secret 7. She knows you deeper than you think. Through scent, through rhythm, through energy. You are not a face to her. You are a feeling. And this feeling, that is you. The most beautiful part of all this is simply this. You have been loved the whole time. You just didn't know it yet. She told you something every day. 7 things. Every day. And starting today, you will begin to hear her. If this video touched you, if you are thinking of your cat right now and know why, then tell us in the comments which of the 7 secrets surprised you the most. We read every single comment. Really, every single one. And if you have a cat you love, send her this video. Not for us, but for her. Because she deserves her human to start understanding her language. Your cat is waiting for you, and now you finally know what she wants to say. There is something else I want to tell you, something that goes beyond these 7 secrets. Your relationship with your cat is not a one-sided thing. You feed her, give her a home, yes, but she gives you something back that you might never have been able to put into words. She gives you the feeling of being unconditionally accepted. On your worst days, in your quietest moments, she is simply there. No expectations, no judgment, just presence. And perhaps that is the greatest gift one living being can give another, just to be there without asking why. She has done that every day, on the days you noticed, and on the days you were too busy to look. But starting today, you are looking. Starting today, you see what she is telling you. And that changes everything. Look at her tonight. Really look at her, not as an animal in your apartment, but as someone who carries their own world inside them. A world full of signals, full of language, full of love in her own way. In a way that you now understand. Thank you for staying until here. That really means something to us. And don't forget, tell us which secret surprised you the most. We are looking forward to your story. See you in the next video. And until then, give your cat a little slow blink from us. And if you found the video useful, subscribing helps us make even more of this content for you. For people who truly love and want to understand their cat. See you next time, with even more of what your cat is really thinking and feeling.